Hello, my name is Michael, and I am the DM, host, and editor of the show that you are currently listening to, known as The Bystanders. As is customary, a huge shout-out is necessary for both Gwinn and Shady Cicada, as well as a massive thank you. They do wonderful, wonderful work, and they've allowed us to use their music for this little project of ours. So if you don't go and subscribe to them and give them the love and attention that they deserve, you're gonna have to spend the rest of your life in fear, even if you won't live very long. Also, please feel free to come join our public Discord server. You can hop on and harass us. Please don't actually harass us, but you can mess around, whatever, it's fun, it's cool. And with all of that out of the way, we can begin this week's episode.
Yes!
Alright, welcome back to Bystanders.
Welcome back to Ty Eats a Paper Plate.
That's it, that's the whole...
So remember at the start of the last episode where Ty started, or maybe the middle of the last episode?
JoJo.
Oh my lord.
Give that...
Donovan just put on a mask.
So remember at the start of the last episode, or maybe it was in the middle?
It
might have been in the middle after we ate, you know.
I think Ty needs that for roleplay reasons.
Ty bit into a plate. He then spent the rest of the episode chewing on it. And did you swallow it?
Yeah.
Great.
I'm a bull shark after all.
Joke about swallowing. So you all are going in the van.
I know, quitter.
Amen, I'll drink to that.
Yay!
Y'all are heading to the address 1507 Quartz Road, and you all are driving in the Feisty Falcon truck.
Mobile.
It's had the Feisty Falcon logo scraped off using a makeshift paint stripper. Stripper.
Can we call it the Feisty Falcon Mobile?
Yes, you can.
Okay,
in
good.
fact. And that's you all are wearing horrible outfits.
Yep.
Ty is the Karate Kid. Damien is... Steve is...
Neckbeard Elvis.
Steve is Neckbeard Elvis.
Oh,
and Donovan
fedora
is just wearing a slightly different version of his original outfit because everything he does stains to dark purple.
Yep, that's part of it. That's
I gotta go out.
That's an unfortunate
Just
side effect.
Hey, Lamau. So you guys drive and you pull up to the area. Google Docs, if you could work, I would appreciate that.
We pull up to Google Docs. Hey, yo.
We are now in Google Docs.
Google headquarters, what's up?
Hey, yo, to Google Docs here.
I wish I had a soundboard where I could play a Vine thud.
Thank you. That's what I intended. Okay, so you all get there and you're driving. It is on the edge of town, but it's on a different edge of the town where base 10 was. So you guys are out on the edge of town. It's kind of the same kind of industrial area, but it's not looking great. There's a lot of wear and tear around. A bunch of these buildings are abandoned, and this one appears to be as well, but it is the same address.
I'm used to this.
It appears to be a large abandoned warehouse around 3 stories tall. It's got windows on what appears to be each story that have all been kind of boarded up. There's also vines and leaves covering a lot of parts of the building. It's kind of being overrun with plants, as well as signs of wear and tear. There's moss growing on the bricks outside, and there's cracks, but it seems to be pretty well held together. There's also what appears to be a small community garden that's actually pretty well kept, with a well next to it, and an old, just crapped, decrepit parking lot. There's no cars or anything in it. So, yeah, if you guys want to pull up into the parking lot, maybe... walk in, anything like that.
Yeah, we're acting like we're supposed to be here.
Yep. Nothing
conspicuous
here.
Damien jumps out of the car, still, of course, wearing barely any clothes. Hey, yo, the stand users here!
Did Rose say there was anything we needed for, entrance into the facility other than just we are stand users?
We're stand users, we want to join. That's what he said. Yeah.
It's they're and what's your name? Lloyd. With Lloyd, the G is not silent.
Lloyd, several G's.
Lloyd, 1 L, 2 G's.
Lloyd,
that's
1
too
L.
far.
The other 2 are for you.
Ooh, that's the finishing. We need fake names.
So yeah, there's this big parking lot. There's a bunch of weeds in it. There's cracks in it. It's just not very well taken care of. Part of it is sinking into the grass. There's the garden with the well nearby, and there's also the big building. So what do you all want to kind of look at first?
Kill Ty.
Okay. After that, what do you guys want to do?
I mean...
We could just waltz right in. We're supposed to be here.
Okay.
We could look at a couple things outside, but we're supposed to be here. I think we just walk up to the front and knock.
Yep.
Sounds good. Okay. So as you get closer, I want whoever has the best investigation to roll an investigation check. I believe that would be Damien, but I'm not sure.
I'm proficient in that, so I have +6 to investigation.
Well, I have +5. You win.
You win. Go ahead and roll it.
You lost.
Is anyone assisting me?
No. What do you roll?
Can I?
I got a 12.
Yeah. So you look around and you actually notice that despite the building looking pretty run down, the building structure seems to be pretty sound. You know this because you work in construction.
Oh, yeah.
And there's no holes or cracks within the walls. Like, it seems like it's been well kept enough that the building's not ready to collapse or anything.
It's like they're trying to keep it looking run down while actually maintaining it.
Interesting.
Oh, it's a bit like my lifestyle.
Detective George kind of looks over.
You alright, man?
No.
Something smells.
Oh,
fishy.
jeez.
It's not the
Steve
dried
puts a hand
fish I
on
still have
Donovan's
in my
shoulder.
inventory.
It's okay, man. Let's go.
I'm gonna give you a couple hugs later, but for now we should
Yeah.
focus on this.
Please take a shower first.
Okay.
I took one yesterday.
You do still smell like beer
Take
So-
another one.
from your sweat, mainly.
It's natural.
There's a
Okay.
couple of large double doors that are both wooden. There appears to be like an old space where a knocker used to be, but you don't see anything.
Damien just pounds on where the knocker was.
All right. You hear as someone opens up the door, and you can see someone covered head to toe in some sort of black fabric and a couple of what appear to be aviator goggles. And he kind of looks out. I'm gonna need you all to give me the password.
Ayo, the pizza here.
Nah, I'm fucking with y'all. Come on in, come on in.
Alright!
He opens the door.
That wasn't in the letter.
He opens the door and lets all of you in. And he turns around, and suddenly you're standing in a different place. So yeah, that's me, and I'm glad to meet you all. So yeah, let me show you around the facility.
Like, not where we walked in?
Great.
Like, there's no door, like, there's no warehouse door behind us?
No, you walked in to the warehouse store, and you looked around, and suddenly you're ahead of where you were previously. And
Oh god, it's King Crimson.
Hey, yo, what the?
Might have missed the introduction there.
you missed
But cool.
Missed the... Oh, crap, sorry! He turns around. Oh, there it is, and he adjusts his clothing a little bit. Lloyd, this is weird to you, because you're aware that everyone introduced themselves. Everyone went around and introduced themselves. How would you all introduce yourselves, by the way? Like, are you using fake names or real names? What are you thinking?
My name is Thomas.
Thomas. Okay.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Mischief.
Thomas Jonathan Mischief.
Zeke.
Oh.
All right.
May I propose Girl?
And by the way,
What did you say? Zeke?
Zeke.
By the way, I need to specify that is
Short for
Jonathan
Ezekiel.
space N space Mischief.
Pete.
What?
And Pete.
JONATH space N space Mischief.
And
Sorry, you dropped
Detective
this.
George
Thank
introduces
you.
herself as Michaela.
Michaela.
She's introducing herself with the Comediante restaurant?
Alright. Do we remember introducing ourselves, or is it just Lloyd that remembers that we've introduced ourselves?
I'm getting to that. He
Okay.
kind of looks around. Oh! Yeah, sorry. I should probably explain. And I should apologize. If you all want to reintroduce yourselves, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
My name's Scott. It's good to meet all of you.
Nice to meet you, Scott. I'm Thomas.
Thomas. Left hand, okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Scott. My name is Jonathan. Nope. Roll it back. Jonathan and Mischief. That's it.
Pete.
That's my
Wow.
name.
And Pete. Good to meet you. And,
And of course, I'm Zeke.
Pete and Zeke.
yes. And, finally, last but not least, Michaela. She shakes hands.
He does the douchebag face.
Well, that's the thing, is you can't actually see his face. He's completely
No,
covered.
I do the douchebag face. Pete does the douchebag face. Introduces the
Pete is a douchebag.
But he kind of looks around. I do kind of want to apologize to you all there. My stand is not really something that I can control. And I'm going to give you all a physical description of him. So he's a man of pretty average height, but pretty bulky build. He appears to be muscular, but he also has a little bit of a pot belly as well. He's covered head to toe in black clothing with black boots and jeans, a big leather jacket, a scarf and a mask, as well as a set of aviator's goggles, and a New York Yankees ball cap.
Tashin?
Does it have brim?
Slats?
All of his exposed skin appears to be covered by black wrappings that are underneath his clothing.
It's all right, man. Stands going off when no one do it. Happens to 1 in every 3, man. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
What?
But does the Yankee have brim?
I have a little bit of a brim. It's in the front here, Mr. Zeke.
Oh, I see.
Yes, I can definitely tell.
But,
I see.
sorry.
So you mentioned a tour of the facility.
Yes. Sorry, my apologies. Let me give you guys a tour. So he opens up the door and kind of gestures around, letting you all see. So I'd like to point out that the inside of the building is very, very different from the outside. The floor is clean, a nice, like, kind of flat concrete, very well kept. The insides, the walls especially, are painted with various colors, ranging from white to black, as well as all of the rainbow spectrum. Some of the portions actually being clearly repainted from recognizable paintings, as well as some original pieces that you see, as well as just some splashes of color put up as well. There's also some wooden walkways on the higher floor, as well as raised regions being held up by large, thick wooden supports. It appears to be a kind of work in progress. You can see that some rooms are fully put together upwards with full walls and everything, but some of them are just frameworks that have curtains over them. There does not seem to be any electric lighting around. A lot of the light seems to be coming from windows that have been mostly boarded up, but light still kind of seeps through. And there's also candles and lanterns that are not currently lit. The ground floor itself is mainly empty space, but in the farther left corner you can see some sort of large kitchen area with a gas stove, a raised wooden platform, which you could presume to be a sort of dining table. There's a bowl of fruit on it. That's what you see in that corner. In the right corner, farther across from the entrance, there's a big fireplace with a big stack of wood sitting nearby and a couch with a couple of chairs sitting across from the fireplace. The middle of the room has a large chalk circle written in it. The corner directly to the right is what appears to be a miniature library, and you actually see someone sitting down there in the library. And let me give you a physical description of them.
It's Hound Dog.
Yes. It appears to be a short, skinny white woman with pale skin and curly black hair that goes down to her neck.
Sounds like Hound Dog, yep.
Hound Dog really changed.
She has a couple of hearing aids in, a white blouse with pineapples, apples, and oranges all covering it, and she's also wearing what appears to be bright yellow jeggings.
Great.
She's also sitting and petting what appears to be a dog wearing a sweater. The dog does not like the sweater. But the sweater matches her dress.
I see the issue.
She is sitting, reading a book, and petting the dog, seemingly at the same time. So, there's that. And then there's a corner to the left, which appears just to be a bathroom. There's also wooden stairs that lead up and down, and the wooden stairs on the bottom floor have some sort of covering, so it's probably used as a storage space or something else. Scott kind of looks around, gestures around. Yeah, that's the library. This is the bathroom. There's the kitchen over there. And here's the library. And let me introduce you to Annie. And he comes over.
Did he mention the library twice?
I think so.
That was out of character.
Right. He did mention the library twice. That's that's my bad. That's
okay.
Don't worry about it. But Annie kind of stands up, holding the dog. Hello, all. My name's Annie.
Annie, are you okay?
Who? I mean, I think so.
I was out of character.
Who are all of you?
Pete.
Thomas!
Zeke.
My name is Jonathan, but you can call me Jonathan M. Mischief.
I'm Pete.
Well, I guess y'all are stand users then, I suppose. She
What gave that away?
pets the dog.
He snaps his outfit.
Pete is uncomfortable.
Well, this is you all are certainly a very interesting group of people. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my book now.
Sounds good.
Alternatively, we could just look at her expectantly, but...
Okay, Scott, are you showing them all around? Scott's like, yes, I'm showing them all around. I'll show them everything. And she's like, okay. She kind of sits back down and goes back into her book. Scott gestures you all over.
Is this Scott the Waz?
He points over, and there's the counter where the kitchen is. This is our kitchen, and he should be around here somewhere. He goes behind the counter, and no, not here. And
Schnitzel.
Rada.
Oh, I'm getting shot. This is unfortunate.
Goes over to the stairs, and he opens a little compartment on the side of the stairs. There you are, Zeus. Get out here. And he grabs him.
Zeus?
He grabs him by the scruff of his neck and comes out. Zeus is a tall Asian man of pretty average build. He has a black bowl cut and purple laurels rest on either side of his head.
Oh.
He wears a red turtleneck and a blue suit jacket that's way too big for him. He's also wearing blue slacks and black dress shoes.
Oh.
That's a lot.
That's
We were
a
talking
loud-
about Greece. Holy crap.
Hey! He kind of rubs his eye a little bit. I was just, doing something important and definitely not taking a nap in the storage closet.
Oh my god, I'm something important.
What's
What?
up? What's up, Zeus? I'm Pete.
Hi, hello, Pete. He extends a hand. Oh,
She shakily grips him.
what a...
Goes back to crossing his arms stupidly.
Interesting. And you?
I'm Jonathan and Mischief, but you can call me Jonathan.
How about just John?
No, Jonathan.
And you are...
Thomas! Pleasure to meet you.
Thomas, that was a real nice declaration. And he
Thank
shakes
you.
your hand.
He very weakly shakes back.
Aw, well, that's a very sensitive grip for a man of your stature and size.
I'm a very sensitive man.
He kind of looks over, looks up and down.
Damien winks.
I might like to get a little more knowledge of your sensitive side, if that's okay.
I may actually be doing
and,
something important if
you
things
are
go right.
Mr.
Zeke.
Zeke, it's good to meet you. Are you blind?
Oh.
Yes, I am. That's why I have the bandages over my eyes.
Ah, cool. And you are, Michaela. Michaela, good to meet you. Shakes hand.
We kill a gorilla for sale.
Zeus kind of looks around. Well, I'm gonna get back to the...
gorilla song. Do you know what I'm referencing?
Unfortunately, yes.
Zeus goes, I'm gonna get back to the important work that I was doing. Bye. He goes back in, and you see that he has an NES plugged out into a small TV in the closet.
Yo.
Have fun.
Yo, you got a Tamagotchi in there?
What's a Tamagotchi?
Oh, you should ask,
Nope, that's not.
I had something as a kid.
Okay, Donovan somehow manages to. I rolled deception, and is that charisma?
Yes.
That's a 19. He's gonna she's gonna try my best to not visibly cry.
Zeus is playing Duck Hunt, so he does not notice.
All right.
That's gangster, dude. So you guys go upstairs, you kind of point around. Okay, so the second floor is mainly where we keep our bedrooms, kind of storage space. The third floor is where you're going to meet everyone else. He kind of walks upwards, and the first room that he goes to is a room that has a bunch of framework and a bunch of curtains above it. He walks over and knocks against it, and there's a little bit of noise, and suddenly another woman pokes her head out. It is a... Flipping to the right page. A woman pokes her head out and then kind of stands out. She's a strikingly beautiful woman of around 50 years old. She has blonde hair with black highlights that go all the way down to her lower back. She's slightly taller than average, but she's got a kind of muscular build. She's wearing a long white dress with a design on it that kind of resembles the Northern Lights. And in her offhand, she's holding a cigarette within a cigarette holder that is just kind of idly smoking.
I thought you were gonna say a cigarette within a cigarette.
The witch from... the woman from 101 Dalmatians?
Cruella de Vil.
Not quite Cruella de Vil vibes.
Cruella de Vil, but hot.
I'd like to point out that she is strikingly beautiful, and she also appears to be the most tired person you've ever seen.
Nice.
I exist. How?
She kind of walks out.
Have you seen
Or
yourself?
Donovan Halen exists.
Okay.
She looks around.
That's what
I guess we have guests.
Well, hello.
I'm Pete.
Hi, Pete.
He recrosses his arms despite them already being crossed.
He goes... I'm Pete.
Awesome.
Exactly.
I'm Jonathan. Mischief. But you can call me Jonathan.
I think I won't. And you are?
Thomas.
She looks over to Michaela. Or she looks over to Detective George. She introduces herself as Michaela. And then she looks over to
Zeke.
Zeke.
The Zekinator.
Well, it's lucky that I met you all. She takes a puff off her cigarette and goes back into her room.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Scott kind of goes, yeah, well, she's kind of reclusive. She doesn't really talk very much. She just moved in kind of recently, so, there's all that. And then I guess I should introduce you to someone else. I guess I should introduce you to the guy in charge.
Yes.
I mean, we also have Brandy, but she's out at the moment, so I'll introduce you to her in a bit.
Okay.
Is she a fine girl? Sorry. I must have misspoken.
She's like a little sister to me. What are you implying?
My adventurous side sometimes gets away from me.
His last
Are you like... You're like 14.
His last name's Mischief. What do you expect? I'm Pete.
That is awesome.
That is gangster, dude.
That is gangster, dude.
That's his last name, Pete Gangster.
What's his middle name? Is it Pete Danger Gangster?
No, it's just Smith.
No, his middle initial is a $sign.
Take it! Take one! I hate that I'm giving this mini to you, but take it!
I have 10 points of inspiration!
You're on a good...
That's
You're on a roll today.
Spend that one session.
Oh, I'm going to rip my skull apart with my bare hands!
I'd be impressed.
Alright, so introducing you to the next person. So he takes you along, and this appears to be the one room on the 3rd floor that is completely, like, walled in. Like, there's a wall, there's walls, there's ceiling, and it appears to be a well-built room. He knocks against the door, there's a bit of shuffling around, and a man comes to the door. He's a white middle-aged man of average height and build, but he seems to, when he looks at you, he seems to radiate some sort of, like, kind of determined, focused energy. Like, the way that he looks around and, like, analyzes everything is...
Notably not Clementine.
He's definitely not Clementine.
Good.
But he also has deep smile lines in his eyes, as well as a nice thin pair of wire glasses. He also has a bright yellow, a bright yellow button-up with 3 slashes on either side, as well as blue jeans, and they're covered in plain white patches. He's also wearing just a set of regular boots, it seems. He looks around. Hello, it's good to meet you all.
Barack Obama.
My fellow stand users.
Hi. My name is Jonathan N. Mischief, but you can call me Jonathan. Pleasure to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, Jonathan. He extends a hand, shakes it, firm grasp. You?
Pete.
Eloquent.
Pete Gangster.
The name's Thomas.
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 It's like suspenders.
And you are...
Yeah, but it's a banana hammock.
Zeke. And he looks over.
Oh, I hate
You're the most normal-looking person out of this group. She nods. Name's Michaela. I'm used to it by this point.
Now, this is a cool warehouse and all I gotta say is, damn, bitch. You live like this?
Donovan!
Would Donovan Hagen
Pete Cha-Ching Gangster would.
He's
so
pronounced
in character.
Cha-Chang. Donovan, it's like an alternate personality that we've unlocked with Donovan.
I'm in the skill tree.
He might not come back out of this.
I
He
can't.
might not come back out of it. We might just have to deal with
I
Pete
am
from now
Pete
on.
Cha-Ching Gangster now.
Changed man.
It's pronounced cha-ching.
Did you
I
just
swear.
miss that?
Character regression.
It certainly isn't progression. I'll tell you that.
no.
Hey, Pete.
Yo, it's good.
Are you able to freestyle on me?
I think
Wait.
I think we'll have to pass for now. Scott, why don't you help,
Animal Crossing.
Scott, why don't you help Brandy out there? She's working on making sure that everything in the garden is well kept. And Scott's like, sure.
Second verse. Skirt.
Could I see all of you in my office, please?
Sure.
We just got here. You're already gonna. What?
Damien will just push into the office.
Okay, Damien pushes in.
Faux show.
Everyone kind of comes in. Detective bringing up the rear. You close the door behind you. Those disguises aren't fooling anyone.
What are you talking? You don't like my banana hammock?
Damian Drake, Lloyd, we don't have a last name for you yet. Stephen Wonder.
Peach Chin Gangster. Do I gotta repeat myself, brother?
Roll this.
Yup, that's Donovan Halen.
I'd say that this is all for naught, but I do quite enjoy this outfit.
Oh, come on, that is not gangster.
I don't know you. He points at Detective Jordan. She's just kind of like, Michaela. Do you have a last name, Michaela? Texas. Right, of course. Well, regardless. Agent Clementine has told me about you all. He warned me that you all were troublemakers. But I'm not really one to judge people based on how they are said to be. I like to judge people on their actions. And Clementine also told me that if you all are interested in joining the organization, we could use a group of powerful stand users like you all.
Are we?
Let's look at our track record.
I would like to say, despite his character very clearly have been broken, he has not uncrossed his arms or undouchebagged his lips.
God damn it.
He just looks disappointed.
I've heard about the museum job, which is important.
Who's a gangster?
to our production.
He's not broken character for some reason.
Donovan, you can drop the act.
Come on, man. I spent the whole drive coming up with this.
It wasn't worth it.
Don't shatter his pride like that. He needs it.
That's way worse than anything they could have said to him.
Sorry.
He very
what was the name,
exactly
Pete?
crosses his arms 3 times.
Sorry,
and then
what was
fail-
that, Mr.
and then fails a charisma save.
Mr. Gangster. I apologize.
Well, Damien, like, quickly recovering, say, hypothetically, we were to join the organization. We would need some information on what it's all about and such.
You're subtle, Mr. Drake.
This isn't the fucking
Subtlety is my middle name.
This isn't the fucking hokey pokey. We don't just ask what they're all about.
Donovan.
Can you go back to the Pete Gangster thing? I prefer that.
Oh, show, brother.
No! Why would you say that?
How are you able to change so quickly?
Well,
Donovan, I'm gonna punch your lights out.
speaking of brothers, I would be interested in making you all members if you all would be interested, but I am going to say that I am going to require that none of you perform any funny business. I'm confident in my abilities, and I'm pretty sure that if it were to come to it, I could defeat all of you in a one-on-one encounter.
Oh.
You mean like
I do like fights.
You're asking me to stop my funny business. My 10 inspiration points say otherwise, dude. I think I'll be I can't exactly stop. That's not in character, but it was funny to say. Also, I'm frightened.
Alright.
I don't on a one-on-one. I mean, to be fair, how exactly do you see yourself in a one-on-one? There's 4 of us.
Well,
There's 5 of us.
there are ways
said
that
there
I
five
can even the odds a little bit.
I don't like that.
That's menacing.
Well,
I like it.
He introduced us to like 4 other dudes down there.
Yeah, but they're downstairs.
Yeah, they're.
I don't plan
They
on
can
invol-
walk, Steve.
I don't plan on involving them.
Hopefully,
They are-
it won't come to that.
I don't want them to see any combat. I frankly don't think that they're ready yet.
Can we leave then?
I will say out of character, we spent an entire episode getting disguises for it to not matter.
That's great.
I will say, feel free to look around, talk to everybody, see how the base is run. And if you're interested, we could make you members. But, people who poke around too much within the organization often get, well, they find themselves in less than favorable conditions. I hope that you'll find yourselves a comfortable life
Me too, man.
within this facility. Good day, all.
So what kind of benefits do we get from joining the organization?
Could
Do
you
we
leave?
get insurance at all?
Lloyd would not care about insurance.
It's not like you can have
look,
life
I died.
insurance.
I died a few centuries ago. I still need to pick up my own life insurance. Come on.
All of you,
Imagine the payout from life insurance.
Interest.
please leave my office.
The benefits I could
faux
get.
show. He just friggin' scrambles.
Anyone gonna stay and try to talk to him, or are y'all heading out?
Don't really know how to approach this, to be perfectly honest. This is not how I expected this to go.
Yeah.
Audible finger guns. Leave.
Steve wants... No. Sir, what exactly did you mean by funny business? If you could clarify, we would greatly appreciate that.
People who poke around too much. Less than favorable conditions.
You did say that.
I don't want you sabotaging anything, mucking up the work. So far, you've been incredibly beneficial to the organization, and I hope that we can maintain a healthy, symbiotic relationship with each other.
This sounds like a great time for George to use her ability. Given that it's discreet. But, I mean, we didn't see the stand, so I assume that...
It probably has. Never mind.
I mean, we don't need to see that out loud. We can just make eye contact with
No,
her.
I know. Well, I would figure that she would just
that
do
be
that.
a surface level thought.
Well, also mental boundaries, but...
Anyway.
Well, if you know your ability is eye contact, and one of your compatriots does this to you, I think that's a pretty good indication of what is going to happen.
Anyway.
So, you all head out. And, yeah.
Damien turns to George. Well, that didn't go how we planned.
No.
Right.
Faux show.
Were you able to glean anything off of him?
He kept shifting his eyes. It was difficult to make eye contact, but I did catch something. Something about a demotion?
Demotion?
Oh.
Apparently someone here was originally a lieutenant, but they were demoted down to the lowest rank.
Rose did. Well, no, the 50-year-old.
Well, Clementine was
Demoted to the
lieutenant,
lowest
right?
rank from lieutenant. They must have screwed up bad then.
Clementine was a lieutenant, right?
He is a lieutenant right now.
Maybe that.
Well, that might have changed.
That might the guy in that office might have used to have been the lieutenant.
They just said the lowest rank.
That's right. You're right.
They just said the lowest rank.
They just said he just thought demotion.
He just said someone was a lieutenant and got demoted to the lowest rank.
Clementine got promoted and someone else got demoted, right?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Is it someone here?
That guy in that room was really suspicious.
That's what she said, yeah.
Of course he was. We're in enemy territory. Look.
Everyone's suspicious.
Well, I meant more suspicious than the other guys.
Which one? The Zeus, you mean?
Everyone.
No, the guy who was who had the wire glasses.
He's more suspicious than normal.
You mean the boss?
Yes. Who else?
Okay, he's not the lieutenant though.
No, I wasn't talking about the guy who.
Okay. Yes, he's suspicious.
One could say he's sus.
We could have not said that.
Please cut that out, future Michael. I don't want my reputation to be tarnished.
He's probably not
It's too late for
It's
that.
yeah, dude. We're well past that.
Oh, boy.
So you all kind of walk down the stairs, and you see Scott walk back in with someone that you actually don't recognize. So you've been introduced to Zeus, Annie, Scott, and
This is Brandy.
the boss. This is Brandy.
Yep.
Brandy walks in. She is a black woman of average height and build with light brown skin and an unkempt afro. She wears a large red hoodie with a skeleton riding a motorcycle, holding up a middle finger on the back.
That's
I like your shirt.
A pair of black jeans, sneakers, and just a little nose piercing.
Classy.
I like your shirt.
Oh, thank you. The name's Brandy. Brandy Avedon.
Wait.
Thomas, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, Thomas.
Wait.
Wait.
April black?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
So, are we keeping up the act in front of these ones?
Yeah, I feel like we
anything
should.
like that would have made him break immediately. Just awesome.
You are.
Pete?
Wait 1 second. Give me a minute. I am late for something else.
My name is Jonathan Mischief, but you can call me Jonathan.
You're like 14. I'm just gonna call you John.
No, sorry. Before we move on,
No,
it's
sorry,
Jonathan.
we're moving on. You are
Zeke.
Zeke. Nice to meet you. Are you blind?
Why, yes, I am. There was a freak accident while I was young, so I have to keep these bandaged up.
Interesting. Can you still see? Well, actually, no, that should have been obvious. I asked if you were blind. I'm, How do you navigate? Do you have, like, a seeing eye dog? Is this one your seeing eye dog?
Don't call me a dog.
Why, yes, he is.
Good to know.
I don't want to talk about it.
You are, Michaela. It's good to meet you. Shake hands.
Oh, hey, I'm
And
back.
you, large one, wearing the...
I think I already introduced myself to you.
What are you
But you can call me
wearing?
Tommy. Oh, I'm a wrestler on the side. This may not be a traditional wrestling outfit, but it's my costume.
Can you please change into something else?
No, this is the only thing I wear. It's the only thing I feel comfortable in. Otherwise, I feel off my game.
All right, Donovan walks back.
I'm the
What?
Scott kind of leans over. I'll get him a new pair of clothes.
I'm the Banana Devil.
She
I've heard of Banana Republic, but this is ridiculous.
Hold on, I want to...
Shut up.
she
Lloyd.
bursts into laughter.
Donovan
Hold on,
walks
did
back.
we establish how big Damien's banana is?
I don't think we've mentioned it on record. Well, I think we jokingly opened an episode talking about these stats that we rolled for, but without directly stating it, I believe I rolled an 11.5 inches.
Okay, that's...
little
So
above average.
in this outfit, it is
It's
not,
very
it's
noticeable.
not hidden at all.
I roll.
Okay.
I'm back. Pete.
Wow.
You look like you're about to cry. Are you okay?
I'm a gangster.
Honey, are you... Does your friend need like a hug or something?
Damien,
That'd be good.
wearing the outfit that he is, pulls Donovan in for a deep hug. He's quite warm and very large.
And
It's a nice
smelly,
hug.
Basically naked.
Yeah, it's a nice hug, but it feels
Is it a banana?
Kinda awkward.
Zeke almost joins in and remembers why he can't join in.
Michaela throws up in her mouth a little bit. Or detective, sorry.
If
She takes one look at the banana hammock and...
What? You've seen it for the last hour.
If Detective George were to
He's
make
been
eye
averting
contact with
his eyes.
Donovan, his main first thought is a woman called him honey, and that's all he's thinking about right now.
Donovan Halen is looking to stand next to a woman.
So Scott's like, yeah, so if all of you want to split up and kind of introduce yourselves to everyone, maybe get to know each other better. I mean, there's 5 of us and there's 6 of us here, so maybe, Detective, if you want to go talk to, Taylor, you can do that, and the rest of you, if you just want
the old woman.
to find someone here, yes.
I'm
Taylor.
gonna go play Tamagotchi with the guy in the basement.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the only video game Damien knows of. Just
Really?
want to keep calling it
Oh
that.
god, would Damien be appalled by bug snacks near the
No,
end?
he knows Garfield Cart.
He would
Like,
he
he would like it
he'd
until it gets
probably
into
love it.
psychological horror.
Yeah.
I'm sure until one of the bugs gets eaten, he would adore it.
Yeah.
Hey, Scott.
Damien knows Garfield Cart, right?
No,
He doesn't?
That was only between you two.
Yeah, that's...
Really?
Yeah.
I'll point
remember
out,
that.
Lloyd, you were aware that you introduced yourself to him twice, and you're aware that you did that.
Yeah.
Like, his ability didn't work on you for some reason.
Yeah. Say, Scott, if we want to join this organization, I'd like to know, what is your stand? Seeing as you know mine.
Well, that's a pretty what do you mean? I don't know yours.
I thought you were given information on us.
I
What?
wasn't given any information on
What?
you.
No,
What do you
only
mean?
the boss was.
Oh,
Only boss knows who we are.
gotcha.
That's why we're still
Sorry.
keeping up the act.
I mean, if,
I'll redact what I said.
Since we're trying to keep undercover, would we canonically use our translation name for our stands in this scenario?
if you want to,
Yes.
if you
Peach
want.
Ching Gangster, Posterior Noir.
Tommy! Alright, begin.
No, you guys don't have to introduce.
Jonathan
Just
and
like-
Mischief. Stand
Well,
irrationality.
Stands are awfully personal, so I'd rather not introduce you to mine until we're more comfortable with each other, and I'd like to get to know one of you
Alright.
personally. I think you're pretty interesting, Zeke. I see that you're a martial artist. I've dabbled in Krav Maga myself, so I think that we have a bit of a connection there.
Well, I wear this more to protect myself, so to speak.
Some sort of allergy, a fashion statement?
I'm allergic to most things outside.
Oh, that's a shame. I guess you won't be put on gardening duty.
What's up with the garden, by the way? You seem to be keeping very careful attention to it. Got any bugs out there?
We have a collection, in fact.
Who runs the bug collection?
Well, that would actually be... hold on, let me check. I have this written down. That would be Annie. She's the one reading the book in the corner.
I'm gonna go talk to Andy. See you guys.
Okay, Okay, so Damien swaggers over with his banana hammock.
Hey, what's up?
Well, I want to
Yeah,
get the rest
alright,
of you
yeah,
paired up.
let's-
So I assume that you're good with meeting with Scott.
Yeah.
You are meeting with Annie.
I'm gonna go talk to what's the NES
Isn't
guy's name?
isn't Michaela with
Zeus.
Taylor?
I'm gonna go talk to Zeus.
Michaela is going to talk to Taylor. And then, so that leaves for you, that leaves Brandy.
All right.
Oh, we get some awkward
No!
Donovan moments.
Oh, come on! This is not gangster.
Wait, who's Donovan with?
Brandy.
The one who called him honey.
I'm so excited.
Oh, God.
I'm just gonna fail every single career.
I'm gonna be honest.
Honestly,
I kind of
Donovan-
love Pete Gangster. That as a
Pete
joke.
Cha-ching Gang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cha-ching.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Halen,
Donovan,
but
you don't even have to
slavery.
roleplay. You can just be yourself in the situation.
Awkward.
I have a girlfriend, dude. That was not. I didn't ask her out, but it was pretty awkward on the first date, actually. Let's move on.
Let's
Bystanders.
talk about this in detail if you're uncomfortable. But we're gonna take a short break and then we'll be back with the misadventures of the what is this alternate Bystanders crew? We'll be back
Straight
with the
standers.
next to sit downs.
The stand buyers.
Stand by.
Yeah, we're standing by.
Benchwarmers.
The usual
Benchwarmers.
The Benchwarmers. I like that. I like that.
That episode has to be renamed. That episode has to be called Benchwarmers.
I come back as the strongest fan because it gets an inward pass.
Yes. Well, Black and Black can create inward pass out of Shadow Talk.
The
Black
got
and
the
pass.
two mad construct.
Good night.
You know,
I'll see you
and-
tomorrow.
You know, Two Mad made like actual N-word passes that he's selling.
I'm fully
believe
aware.
that. Yeah.
Would you say the inward pass for an iPhone?
Yes.
Would you say the inward for an iPhone?
I would say iPhone first, then I would say.
Starting with Zeke.
Yo, what up?
So Zeke, you are with Scott.
Yes,
So
Scott the Waz.
What do you want to do? He's kind of introducing himself, and as he's talking, he's kind of like, "Yes, well, I'm Scott. I suppose I should introduce myself as my full name, which my character sheet is not this way.
Out of character, I think Scott's undead.
Really?
It's not completely obvious or anything.
My name's Scott Bush. I'm a.
Sorry, we were just talking
My
about
ability
Obama.
is to melt steel beams.
Does he have a... Here's the question. Does he have a wonderful bush?
What is
And
that?
on that topic,
It's very-
Lloyd
very
is
well
going
kept.
to step outside and unmask.
No.
You die. I wasn't even a D100.
As it turns out, yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of talking to Scott. Scott's like, yeah. So my full name is Scott Bush. It's good to meet you. What's your full name, Zeke?
Zeke Dew.
Zeke Dew.
D-E-W.
I don't believe
With a
that.
silent N.
I don't believe that for a second, but I don't really care.
Sorry, being a human.
So what did you used to do? What got you here? I mean, you're blind. You obviously couldn't have read the letter. So is that a group of people that you're with, or are you just with?
This is our bowling.
My
this is
seeing
our
eye
bowling
person
club.
read it to me.
Jonathan,
Yeah.
I believe. Yes. Good to know.
So, what got you to join this organization? I gotta ask.
Well, I do need to say, I actually used to be a biker.
Oh.
I was a biker, traveling the country. I'd brawl when I needed to, stay put. I'd defend myself, and well, I was doing great until one of my best friends was killed.
Huh.
We were going along the highway, me and my gang, the Yankees. We were driving along, and a semi-truck started merging onto the highway. We didn't think it was an issue, but best thing about drivers is it's kind of a subconscious effect that's been studied where you look at a motorcycle and you don't recognize them as a motorcycle. People specifically look out for cars, and so
Right.
sometimes people on motorcycles just don't get detected. By the time we caught up with him, he was missing most of his right side. One of the worst things I've seen in my life, and I decided that was it. I was done. Tried to settle down, couldn't do it, but I was managing. Eventually I got a letter in the mail. Something about a higher calling. So I showed up here. introduced myself to Clementine. I've been living here ever since.
You know, I suffered a pretty similar sort of survivor's guilt as well.
Brother? Friend?
My older brother, actually. Long story short, I insisted on joining him and ultimately caused the crippling of his lower half.
That's some rough stuff, man. Like an auto accident, or?
It's a little more complicated than that, and I don't really want to get into it.
I won't press if you don't want me to.
But I completely understand you wanting to join this higher calling, and I respect you for that, man.
Thanks, man. Kind of claps you on the back.
So,
Actually, could you come up with me to my room? It's been a while since I've had a conversation where I don't have to wear all of this. I mean, you're blind, so you don't have to worry about my stand or the adverse effects of it.
right.
So we can go up to my room and we can communicate and have a real discussion, and I can actually sit down for once and not have to be covered head to toe. That'd be nice.
All right. Yeah, sure. I'll join you.
You guys head up. He goes in, he kind of turns his back to you, takes off his wrappings, sits down. He's still wearing his clothing pretty much, and he just sits there and you just kind of talk for a bit.
All right.
Just about life, various things. You guys actually find that you kind of have a lot in common with each other.
Interesting.
But you're, but you can go ahead and make an insight check as well.
All right.
That's intelligence.
It's
Yeah, insight is wisdom.
Oh,
Wisdom.
really? Oh,
Ooh.
never mind.
that does not help by much. That literally helps by exactly 1. And I don't have anything on insight, so that's a 6.
Okay. So yeah, there's that. Thomas.
Thomas walks up to the woman reading by the library.
Mm-hmm.
Hello there. I think I introduced myself before, but my name's Thomas, but you can call me Tommy.
Your
Sorry,
outfit?
my last name is Isn't It?
Your outfit is almost as loud as you are, Thomas.
Thank you. I take that as a compliment.
Anyway. Do you have any electronics on you?
I have a pager.
Oh. Something's wrong with your screen there.
What do you mean?
You look on it, and the pager screen is just all kinds of messed up. There's like different characters flashing across it, and there's like lines flashing across occasionally. It's just not working the way that it should. You kind of...
Yeah, you're right.
Hey.
Maybe I got a new game on.
Doesn't appear to be so. You try to click around it, and it doesn't work.
Dang, I finally got a Tamagotchi.
You know, if you give me $20, I can fix it for you.
I trust that completely and wholeheartedly. Here's $20.
We do also have 2 liters. Like a bunch.
Electronics don't really tend to work around this area. It's a little bit of a thing, actually. A lot of electronics just stop functioning.
Interesting. Well, thankfully I'm not heavily reliant on those.
The older and less complicated the machinery, the better it works. So.
This is Annie, right?
Yeah, this is Annie talking to Thomas.
See, exactly. That's why I always praise the reliability of the pager.
Oh.
Modern day cell phones are too unreliable. They freeze and crash at the simplest thing. But a pager works.
It's consistent.
Exactly.
Exactly. She gives it back to you. Here you go.
Thank you very much.
It appears to be working.
Worth the money.
You hear a noise coming from it.
He holds it up. The hell's that?
It seems to have broken again. You know, if you give me another $10, I can fix it for you.
Huh. Oh, okay.
This goes back and forth for a bit, and after she takes about $100 from you,
Awesome.
you start to realize that something might be up here.
Stop. I think I'm just going to take it to a repairman somewhere later down the line.
Are you sure? I promise that I'm incredibly competent with.
Well, maybe one more.
Now this is a staunch
That's another
moment.
$50.
I'm seeing a theme here.
Damien drink. Anyway.
have good intelligence?
Yes, but he also
gullible
is
drink.
very, very trusting.
And bad wisdom.
Terrible wisdom.
This is wisdom, trust me.
Yes.
Hey, it says
So-
gullible on the ceiling.
Okay. Anyway.
Whoa, I can't see it.
Yeah, okay. So, anyway, I heard that you maintain the garden and, more importantly, the bug collection. I'm an avid bug collector myself, or at least I would if I had a stable home at the moment.
Well, I do dabble in biology, as it were. You want to come see my lab?
I would love to.
right.
I took a BuzzFeed quiz once. I got rhinoceros beetle.
Wow. That's surprising.
Really?
No.
Oh.
I was lying. Well, come on, here.
All right, let's go.
You guys walk up the stairs, get up. It's another room where the frame is there, but there's just curtains. There's not really a real system of walls or a ceiling. She kind of pulls open the curtain and reveals a pretty decent lab. There's some lab equipment around, a bunch of posters up of various kind of anatomy of plants and bugs and animals, and just this appears to be kind of like a biology lab.
Nina walks in, passing the curtain. Man, I like this open floor plan with those bugs.
Yeah.
goes
She
over-
walks over and pulls it out. It's a bunch of dead bugs that have been pinned into a large kind of container. Yeah, see, you were talking about a rhinoceros beetle earlier. This one right here.
His face falls and he kind of, gags a little bit. On second thought, let's look at the plants.
Oh, sure. She pulls out another one of dead plants that have been pinned to a...
What?
You know what?
Those
You're a fascinating person.
Thank you.
I appreciate your collection and your passion. I think I'm gonna go check the garden outside.
Yeah, we have a bunch more living ones in the garden if you're more interested in that.
I would
bugs or
love
plants?
that.
Living bugs or living plants?
Probably both.
Okay, maybe.
You need both for a healthy
So,
ecosystem.
both of you kind of go down out to the garden.
Damien takes some deep breaths following the lab of dead creatures pinned to boards.
She still has the dog that she's kind of petting.
What's up with the dog? Cute dog. Doesn't seem to like that sweater.
Oh, this little thing. She holds it up.
What type of dog?
Aren't you a cute little guy, Mr. Piddles? And Mr. Piddles just stands there like,
Damien leans in. Can I pet it?
What type of a
Yes,
dog?
go ahead.
What type of a dog?
Mr. Piddles appears to be like a wolf that has been scaled down.
Oh, what?
Yoshi, Yoshi, Yoshi.
Yeah, Damien, as you actually get close, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay, I'm great at that. That's wisdom, actually. Actually, I'm okay at that. 5.
Alright.
Man, we seem to be getting just the worst rolls when
This
they're
is going
needed
perfectly.
most.
Well, also, Damien is not well known for his wisdom.
So you kind of walk down
I
go
am,
out to the
I still
garden.
rolled bad.
And yeah, it's a pretty nice garden. She's kind of looking around. Well, I mean, you know, it's actually Brandy's job to do a lot of the farming here, but I also keep track of the bugs and make sure that it's a healthy ecosystem. There's actually a beehive a little bit ways over there. You know, pretty good area. She kind of points around at the various places. Well, we grow tomatoes over here, olives over here, peanuts, potatoes, and I believe that we also grow corn every other year, but I'm not sure.
Pog? Why? I hate you both.
So, you know, we're growing a bunch of plants, but none of them are really in season at the moment, so a lot of the bugs and the wildlife has kind of taken over this area.
Oh, good.
So if you're interested in that.
Self-sustainability is a great plan.
Of course, self-sustainability is incredibly important. That's what, that's what Clementine told us, but now Howard is in charge of the place, so...
Howard, what's his deal? I take it he came in to replace Clementine.
Yes,
This Clementine guy.
Well,
When he get a promotion, he get fired, what happened?
he got a promotion.
Oh, wonderful.
Clementine
Good for him.
Got a promotion, but he said that he was really sad to have to go. He,
He care about this place?
I think more than anyone else did, I think, honestly. I think he was really sad to go. But he loved this place. He spent years working on it, and recently, Brandy's been doing some construction around. So all those walls and raised platforms, she's really the one who's been building all those areas.
Oh, cool. I did some construction in my time.
Really? What kind?
Mostly like big scale building work. A lot of beams and girders, you know.
Well,
I got a nice strong guy. I'm a wrestler on the side, so I don't know if you can tell from my fabulous uniform. They call me the Banana Devil.
Wow. That's a lot.
I've gotten that before.
My finishing move is every way to Sunday.
Sunday.
Banana split.
Yeah, exactly. that's the translation name.
Upside down, inside out.
It's a translation name for Ready Begin. Or sorry, All Right Begin.
Okay.
I proceed.
Yeah, Scott's actually been. Scott has been trying to spar with Zeus recently in terms of martial arts. So I don't know if Krav Maga and wrestling go together, but maybe you could try giving him a good match. No one's quite as big as he is.
Yeah, I love a good spar.
Yeah. Well, Scott's really the only one who's able to keep up, or not Scott. The only one who's able to even kind of keep up with Scott is, well, Howard recently has been able to, but the more fighting he could do, the better. Sorry, dog. Do you want to put the dog again?
Oh yes.
Roll to pet the dog.
Go ahead and make another perception check. This time with advantage. You've done it again.
9.
That's enough. You look down at the dog and see something's kind of weird about it. Normally when you pet a dog, the fur has like a kind of give, but it feels like the fur doesn't actually change when you push down on it. Like it's kind of smooth, but it doesn't give in at all. And
What breed of dog is this?
Oh! Well, I mean, he's not really my dog. She throws him up in the air and he disappears and then pops back into place on the ground. The sweater, she catches it. This is Little Dark Age. It's my stand.
Oh!
Hey.
Cool.
So it's a small, skinny white wolf, and on top of each paw, there's a letter. Front left is M, front right is G, back left is M, back right is T, so it forms MGMT, which
Like
is
the band.
like the band. And instead of a tail, you notice that it's actually kind of been hidden. It's been tucked in between its legs. But now the tail is out. Instead of a tail, it has a long white candle that seems to move in a similar way to how a tail does. It's constantly burning. And the sweater was absolutely disgusting, but it is no longer wearing it. So,
Huh. Cool.
I usually keep it around because, it's better to have a dog than to not. So
Like a guard dog. I like it.
he's a very good boy.
Yosh,
Yes, he
yosh,
is,
yosh,
and
yosh.
it just doesn't react.
It is a stand after all, right? Huh?
Base dog.
Is
Base
this,
dog.
is it just Litwick and Charmander?
No, it's a dog. It's a Little Dark Age, in fact.
Speaking of dogs,
Wait, what is that a reference to? I guess I just don't know.
The song.
The
Little
song
Dark
Little Dark
Age.
Age by MGMT.
I'm MGMT.
I personally have not heard of it.
I must be very
You both have to
uncultured.
listen to
I've heard of
the
it. I
vocals.
don't remember it.
It's on the dorm list, I'm pretty sure.
I believe you.
Okay,
We'll
whatever.
have
listen
them
to
listen
it
to it later.
So, yeah, there's that. You have a good interaction. Nerd over bugs for a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Living once.
Daniel will continue looking around the garden, finding some bugs, get some on his finger, get really fucking...
She's more on the passionate... you're more on the passionate side of bugs. She's more on the analytical.
Yeah, not a fan of the dead bugs pinned to the board. Oof.
Right.
Anyway, so we have three other interactions.
So,
presumably.
Jonathan Mischief.
That's me.
So, Zeus is currently inside. He's playing Duck Hunt on the NES.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, kid, what's up?
Yo, what you playing?
A little bit of Duck Hunt. You ever played?
No.
Okay, well, you shoot the ducks.
Really?
Go ahead and give it a shot.
I can't.
The
What is this? He picks up the controller.
A duck hunt
Well,
is a
you
duck.
actually don't. Here, he swaps it out for the little plastic gun attachment.
Oh, okay.
And then you shoot the ducks.
those things were known to be horribly broken.
Yeah, they're not. It's not. Yeah.
Steve aims just away from the TV.
No, you have to point at the TV. The ducks are going to come up pretty soon. Oh, come on, shoot it! Come on.
Where?
Don't have so much time. It's on TV.
Oh, I see. And the ducks are already gone. He's like, psh, psh. Did I hit him?
The dog comes up.
You sure did, man.
Wait, really? Awesome. I've never shot a duck before.
Anyway, he kind of guides you away as it says "Game Over" on the
Okay.
screen.
Okay.
Oh,
I must have done a good job.
What brings you over here? You looking to join the organization, or what's the deal here?
Is Donovan Halen the only competent gamer in our group?
Yes.
Steve
would be if
plays
he had
games, but is
eyesight.
he good at them?
Yeah. He's not good. Yeah. He's like the Aaron Hansen of.
No.
I'm not trying to throw shade at Aaron Hansen, but I did anyway.
Aaron
so,
Hans.
from the Game Grumps.
Oh.
He's kind of.
He would, except that the only video game he's ever seen was Your Tamagotchi.
Oh boy.
No, there's also Garfield Kart, but
He has no. Damien has not seen that.
I thought you were talking about Steve.
No, he was talking about Damien.
Okay, well, Zeus kind of goes over to you and he leads you out of his out of the area, and you actually realize that area that he was in, it is kind of like a pantry. It looks like, but there's also some barrels and things around. Steve, how about I show you somewhere else? This is kind of the cellar area. I don't really want to. Sorry, not Steve. Jonathan, why don't we go look somewhere else?
Okay, how old is Zeus? Can I tell?
Zeus is in his 20s. You can't tell if it's upper 20s, later 20s, middle 20s, but he's somewhere in there.
Okay. Okay, where are we going?
I don't know, just not in here.
Fair enough, dude. So, I wanted to know a little bit about your organization here.
It's not really more of an organization. It's, well, I guess technically it is an organization, but I mean, really more of a family right here.
That's cool. So, coming in and everything, I just wanted to know, like, what's some of the stuff you guys do on a normal basis?
Day-to-day things. Well, he points over to the paintings on the walls. Well, this is some of my handiwork around here.
The
paintings.
The paint. Got it.
Yeah, see, I've,
How good are the paintings?
they're pretty good quality. Like, you look at them and you're able to recognize what they are, but they couldn't pass, like, professional forgeries.
Wow. That's really impressive. So you're an artist, right?
Well...
That is my
I kind of
passion.
had to discover my inner artist. I used to be a professional dancer.
Oh,
but,
really?
Well, Clementine wanted me to expand my artistic horizons. He thought that I had potential beyond that. So he had me started on cooking as well as painting. So we're both kind of... I'm pretty good at both of those, and that's a lot of what we do day to day, is just work on various things. I mean,
Really?
Yeah. I actually have a little office where I can practice another skill of mine. He points up to one of the things on the top floor, which is a set of completely dark curtains over a frame.
Uh-huh. And what might that be?
You want to see?
Sure.
Okay, come on.
Okay.
Seems very excited. He climbs up the stairs, climbs up the second flight of stairs, goes in. Oh, come in.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you go in, and it's just completely dark inside.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now, I need you to do a dance of some sort. Just a jig. I don't care if it's like a one-person thing. I'll join in. Just as long as you keep the same rhythm, it'll be fine.
Excuse me?
Just a dance. I don't know, like a jig. Can you jig? Here, I'll count you off. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
Steve.
2, 3. Let's go.
He gets in sort of like a natural sort of like batter's stance with his like hands up and just goes like...
That's awful. I assume you've never really danced before. Roll a d20 and add your dex.
Oh, good.
That's much worse.
Is that a saving throw or just a dex
Just
check?
a regular dex check.
Okay. That is going to be a 21.
Okay, that is actually pretty good, and he's actually kind of going along with you. Well, you're not exactly experienced, but we can make it work, and he's kind of dancing
I'm just
along
doing
with
Thriller.
you. And as you do, the room kind of changes around you. And you also notice that he appears different as well. He begins to glow, in fact. Rather than his outfit that he was wearing earlier with the turtleneck, the overly large suit jacket, slacks, and shoes, he's wearing something else, it appears. It's glowing. It's a pink tuxedo that's completely covered him. There's a ruffled red dress shirt, as well as a pink bow tie, and a golden masquerade mask, and it's emanating light. You kind of look over, and you realize that you are now inside of what appears to be the longest train car you've ever seen.
Wait. How did we get here?
Well, that's part of my... Make sure you're maintaining the rhythm.
Oh, okay.
Well, this is my stand. It's my ability. Have you ever heard of Carl Jung?
That name rings a bell.
He believed that there was some sort of unconscious. My ability is to access the unconscious of specific people as well as the public. And so, within this train car are people And if we can get far enough, we can find the answers to anything that you desire. But the problem is you have to maintain the rhythm.
Me dancing to find Obama's
So
last name.
Is there anything you want to know?
That's a big question. You can find out, like, anything?
Well, the more specific the answer, the more intricate the dance that we're going to have to perform to do it. Like, this is fine just to enter the space that we need to, but in order to actually find an answer, it's going to be a bit more intricate than that.
Huh. I see. Okay. Well, so, like, what if I wanted to know, like, my history teacher's middle name?
Easy. Well, not necessarily. That's kind of a personal thing, but several people probably at your school would know that.
I mean,
So
at my old school, that is.
It wouldn't be it wouldn't be that bad of a dance. I'd say a pretty basic waltz would cover that.
Okay.
Take my hands.
Okay.
Okay. Keep some distance between us.
Right.
And let's dance.
How intricate would the dance have to be to find who shot Johnny Joestar?
How pretty intricate.
Oh dear.
Multiple nat 20s.
I read the whole arc and I still don't really know.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Roll a d20 with add your dex.
13.
13. Okay, that was that. And you guys are kind of moving, and actually it seems like the train car is kind of moving around you as you stay in roughly the same kind of square of space.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually see what appears to be people as you go by, but they're not exactly people. It's more like these wire frames on the outside, but the only thing that's really clear is you can see that they have fully fleshed out hands and fully fleshed out faces, but the rest of them is just wire kind of sculptures that resemble people.
That is
And they're all
weird.
just kind of sitting there in various ways and methods, and you actually go past some people that you recognize. Classmates, people. In fact, you actually kind of see Damien as you're going past.
Hey, Thomas. Thomas?
No response.
Huh.
Now, like I said, the more, crap! And he kind of trips a little bit, and everything suddenly goes dark. He fumbles on the ground.
Me out here doing the cha-cha
Oh,
slide to
are
find
you all right?
last name.
Yeah, you're gonna have to practice that a little bit more.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
It's fine. Like I said, it's
I'll
gonna
work
be
on
more
it.
intricate, yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's do this. Who is in the kitchen with Dinah? I will find out.
Oh, no.
I danced. For those at home.
Well,
Thank you.
Default dancing to find
Huh.
who shot JFK.
That is a really cool stand. What did you say it was called?
slow dancing in the dark.
Wow. Really neat. Cool. Thank
Does
you
the
for
train
showing
have
me.
a name? Is it called Joji?
Yeah, isn't that the Joji song? Isn't it?
Yes, that's
That's
the
the
Joji
reference,
song.
yes. But
Yes.
Not a fan of that song, actually.
Sacrilege?
Joji translates to George, which translates to Zeus. I'd like to
George
point out.
translates to Zeus?
Yep. George originally meant farmer, but it
Detective
was
Zeus?
an implication of Pog.
cool.
Yeah. So
That
it's
explains
kinda,
why he's kind of horny.
Well, here, let's
That
get out of here. Get out of here.
Seed.
Okay.
He opens the curtain. I can show you the pickling process in the cellar. I have a bunch of radishes that I'm very proud of.
That's fascinating. I would love to see that.
He pulls them out and setting them all out on the counter. Unless you have any more discussion that you want to
No.
say, it's just kind of.
Sure. So you can only activate that while everything around you is completely pitch black.
Well, usually I like it to be quiet around. The less disturbance I have, it's really just for my own focus. It takes a lot of mental power to keep it correct, and the rhythm kind of allows you to get into the. There's a rhythm of people, and if you can meet that rhythm just exactly, you can unlock the secrets of your mind.
Fascinating. Cool.
A lot of Jungian philosophy. I can give you a book if you're interested.
Please.
He goes to the cellar, pulls out some various pickled things. He gives you a book as well from the library, Jungian philosophy.
What is
All
it
that
called?
good stuff. It's Carl Jung's philosophy. He has a specific book that he wrote, but as long as you read up on Carl Jung, you should be fine.
He is
How
giving
thick
this
is
to
it?
me or just letting me read through it?
I assume just letting you borrow it,
Yeah.
How thick is it and how much bludgeoning damage will it do?
yeah. What?
How thick is the book and how much bludgeoning damage will it do?
There's a great way to find out.
Count as an improvised weapon.
Alright.
Awesome. We don't need to do this. These seem like wonderful people.
And
I just wanna know.
We're gonna see what Pete and Brandy get up to in the next episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So,
Oh my god.
heck yeah.
how in the fresh hell am I gonna do?
For the love of God, I know, but good luck. For the love of God, please have this episode be named the Benchwarmers.